So hello, welcome, Aneta Dejlova from Charles University, best speaker of the 2023 CEEMC in Dubrovnik. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about the internship that you won for your wonderful advocacy during the moot in Dubrovnik.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. Honestly, it was like visiting Hollywood because you just hear so much about the people who work there, and then you actually are walking down the corridor and you see them in real life or eating lunch. So it was amazing, and it was also such an enriching experience, of course, because I got to see different hearings and really delve into the background of each case. Because before I went to the hearing, I looked into the case and learned about the area that it was about. So that was amazing. And what surprised me the most was just the people being very, very welcoming and warm because they're, such celebrities for me, basically. So I was really surprised that they made me feel super welcome. And even though they have such busy schedules, they always made time for me and assisted me with anything I needed. So it was a very, very nice, amazing experience.
Excellent. And which people is it that you're talking about in particular?
Yeah, I did the internship at the cabinet of the Czech judge, Judge Passer. So he was the main, of course, but in his cabinet there are four referendairs who help him, and then he has two assistants. And of course, I met the other interns who were doing the internship at the different cabinets with different judges. So I got a chance to speak with them as well. So that was also really interesting.
Excellent. And you also met the Czech judge at the general court as well, right?
Yeah. I did. Judge Dejlova Pelcl. She offered me to meet with her, and that was also amazing because she shared her experiences at the general court, which is also a bit different from the court where Judge Passer works, of course. And she also gave me some tips for my future career, so that was very sweet of her as well.
So you're headed to the Court of Justice as well in the future, are you?
Well, I mean, I would love to, but there's a big obstacle. I have to learn French because everybody speaks in French. So that's an obstacle I have to conquer, but I'm actually planning on learning French when I come back. So
Fantastic. Well, there you go. If that doesn't give you motivation, then nothing will.
yeah.
So which cases was it, or what were the cases about that you saw while you were at the court?
Yeah, so I actually did a bit of a research about a pending question that was before the cabinet, and that was actually about small water bodies. So something I would never even think about researching, but it ended up being really interesting. That's the thing. Like, no topic is boring if you really delve into it. And then I saw some cases which revolved about GDPR and so on. So really diverse areas of law.
Fantastic. Maybe I could just take you back to the actual moot itself in Dubrovnik. Could you tell us how did your team from Charles University get together in the first place, and then how did you go about preparing for the moot?
Of course. Yeah, so, well, how I heard about the mood court is actually a funny story because my dad used to be a coach at a completely different university and also many years ago. But even before I studied law, he told me stories about it. So when I found out that actually my university is competing in this competition, I knew that I had to sign up, of course. So I did, and I did an interview, and then they selected the team. And we've never met before that, and none of us has mooted before, so we were kind of inexperienced. So we were a bit terrified and intimidated at first, but then as we started really working on the cases, it got, I wouldn't say easier, but we knew we could do it. And then we prepared for the oral round, of course, and then we went to Dubrovnik. And at first, I think we were really scared and nervous, but then we found out that everybody was so friendly, not only the other mooting teams, but also the judges. They were really intimidating, but helpful. So in the end, it was an amazing experience. I think we all enjoyed it so, so much, and we have such fond memories. So yeah, it was really good.
Excellent. Well, your performance in the final was absolutely superb. Do you have any particular recollections of any of the oral rounds and or any of the judges having been particularly hard or anything memorable that sticks out from the oral
Um,
rounds?
I wouldn't say none of the judges were particularly hard. Like some of the questions were, of course, very difficult to answer, but we did expect it. But I think the most like strong memory was from the very first round when Eleanor Sharpston walked in, and we were like, "Oh damn, okay, this is real. Like, it's really happening." But in the end, she was so helpful, and it was an amazing experience. She wasn't well, she was terrifying at first, but then we found out she's really sweet and nice. But I remember the first feeling when she walked in, and I was like, "Oh no."
Well, that was certainly a baptism of fire
Okay,
in terms of mooting. So perhaps that explains why once you've been through questioning by Leo, then it's plain sailing after that. So that perhaps explains how you got to the final in such impressive style.
thank you. Yeah.
Are you still in contact with the members of your team?
Yeah, I am. But actually, now I don't really see them because I'm doing an exchange for the whole year. So I'm not in Prague, so I don't really see them. But after the competition, we met up and we had dinner and so on. And now I think they will help with the moot court, which is happening in Prague, actually. So I'm very sorry to miss it. I won't see them there, but I hope maybe in some next moot court we'll help together. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. Well, yes, the CEMC, it will be our 29th moot in Prague in 2024. That's in a few months' time. And then 30 years next year. So let's keep our eyes open for where and when that will be. What would you say to anyone who is maybe watching this and questioning whether they should get involved in the CEMC or mooting in general?
Well, I would absolutely encourage you to do so. I know it seems really difficult and terrifying at first. It did seem to me, I was really intimidated. I don't think anyone thinks it's easy, but I think it's really, really worth it. It gives you so much new skills and also contacts with other people. So I just think it's really worth it. I don't know anyone who would regret doing it. So I really encourage you to do so.
Well, if you were nervous, then you hide it extremely well because your performance was very, very accomplished
Thank you.
and polished. If you just had one piece of advice to give a mooter who's just about to stand there for the first time, and perhaps the door opens and Eleanor Sharpston is just walking in the room, and you feel those nerves creeping up from your toes all the way up to your head, the cortisol is rushing around. What piece of advice would you give a new mooter?
Well, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but I would just say enjoy it. Like, really try to enjoy it, really try to fight for your party, whoever you're fighting for, applicant, defendant, doesn't matter. Just really try to get into it and just enjoy it. Enjoy what you do and believe in yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's really true.
But sometimes life's greatest truisms are the ones that sound the cheesiest when you say
Yeah.
them out loud. Well, you certainly helped to make the moot not just a moot of great professionalism, but one that I think everyone enjoyed watching. So thank you very much for your participation in the CEMC Dubrovnik. Thank you for having come and spoken to us about your time at the Court of Justice in Luxembourg. And thank you for having encouraged people to keep coming to the CEMC. We hope that you will continue the family tradition and that perhaps in future years you'll be coming back not as a mooter, but perhaps as a coach of the
Yeah,
team
I
from
really
Charles
hope so.
University.
And thank you for having me. Thank you for organizing it. It was amazing. So
Our pleasure, genuinely. Aneta, thank you so much. Take care. Enjoy your year of studies abroad, and best of luck in continuing with your advocacy career, if that's what you choose to do.
thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.